Hello everyone. Today we are going to make this professional portfolio website. Here is the home section and here we have integrated social media icons like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter as well as LinkedIn, and we have attached a button with to download your CV, and we have a rotating uh, what what you can say is that the fields that you are interested in, that fields that you can work in. Like mine, I've added web development, software developer, and Canva designer, which is actually made using CSS. So this entire portfolio is designed using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. And from the home section, in the about this is the about section. You can have your picture and button. Then in next section is services section, where I have mentioned three major things that I'm working on. One is web development, one is Canva design, and video editing. So you can add the services that you are providing. Next we have latest projects. So I've used this uh, hover effect on these projects with a demo. Using this button you can go to that website. It will add, it will be very professional look. It will give very professional look to your portfolio website. Then we have testimonial. Testimonial is very important in your portfolio because it displays how you have worked previously with the other clients. So it is very important to have portfolio your testimonial section in your portfolio by using Swiper bundle JavaScript library. I have made this testimonial. Next you have your contact form. In contact, most of the people that is the form, that is HTML form, most of people don't use the type function. You have to use the type function. Type function is very important because it will help you make the people who are want to contact you, it will be very easy for them whenever the email may be wrong, because when you have the types are like email, date. While selecting date or time, it is very easy for them. So definitely try to use type functions or type attributes in the form section. Then it is an up arrow, we can go directly to the front page. Then I have also added dark mode to it, so it is light and dark mode both, so that you can it will be like more professional look to your portfolio. And make sure that whenever you are trying to add night and day and night mode, definitely try to use very bright colors in your portfolio so that it can be visible, because in the dark mode you have to make everything, most of the data will be in dark background. So you try to use high colors, like I have used here dark orange, red orange color. And as I said before, it is responsive, totally responsive. That is, it can be open in the Windows, that is desktop mode. It is also available in, it is also available in mobile version as well as in tab version, so that it can be accessed in every, in lot of you can say that in every mobile devices also. And here we are, this is the Chrome extension. Actually we can debug. Most of the developers use it for debugging if there is any errors are available. You can make justify here. We can make I will show you the mobile version now. So this is the mobile version. uh, you can see we have added a side navigation bar here, home section, then about section, then services, portfolio section. So similar the why we should make our portfolio responsive means, the reason is that there may be chances that if you have attended for a job, most of the time the interviewer may not be like having his laptop all the ways on, right? There may be chance that he may open it in his laptop, or he may just say, just show me your just tell me, I will just open in my mobile phone. So it is a better practice to always have your portfolio in a responsive way so that it can be accessed in any device. That is, it can be mobile or it can be in desktop, and it will be a very good impression on the recruiter that okay, he's also practicing different, because every company wants to have their website available in different mobile. It also want to be accessible in mobile, it also wants to be accessible in desktop. So it is very important that try to make your any website that you are building, it may be your project, your final project or anything, definitely try to make it responsive. And you have already known night and dark mode. So it is mobile view, and this is the tab view. Tab view is mostly similar to the desktop view. So entire this project is made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and I have used Viper library, JavaScript library. Uh, so it is very beginner friendly also. You can make it is very easy to code. So definitely try to make this project, and I've provided the link in the description for the source code. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Now let's go through step by step code. So right now we are in the index.html file. You can see in the head tag we add the meta elements for SEO purposes, and we add the title element, that is responsive portfolio. Then we link our swiper.css file to using link tag. Then we are adding our box icons linked to the head section. Then we are adding our custom CSS file, that is styles.css file. You can see here, this is the styles.css file. We linked it to our in the head tag using link tag. Then we go to the body section. This is the main section, and in the body section we see that in the header tag we add class name as header, and we add an anchor tag for logo name, that is portfolio. Then we have the nav tag for adding the nav elements, that is home, about, services, portfolio and contact. And by using the href, that is reference, we will be able to move to one section on this section when we click on that particular anchor tag, right? Right now we are in the home anchor tag, and for the home anchor tag we have hash home as reference. So if you see below in the home section, we have id as home. So this id is called over here by using hash. IDs are represented by using hashtag, and classes are represented using dot. You can see in the dot in the CSS file I will show you. You can see dot header, right? So this represents a class that you can see here in the header section, class dot header. So class names are started with dot, and IDs are started with hashtag. So we are referring this particular section. So whenever we click on this anchor tag as home button, then we will be moved to this home section. Then we have a div item for moon icon, and for another div item for menu icon. These two icons will be available. This moon icon can be seen in both desktop and mobile version. This menu icon will only be shown in the mobile version of the website. You can see the home page. I will show you the home page. This is the heading tag. Then we have the nav elements, that is home, about, services, portfolio and contact. And you can see the moon icon. Next section, we'll go to the home section. In the home section, we have classes home, ID is home. Then we have div element that says home content. So you can see in the home page that all this content you see, right? Hello, I am Abhiram, this paragraph, this the social media icons, the download button, these all come into this home content div. Then we have as a H3 element for hello I am heading tags. Heading tags are of total of 6, that is H1 to H6. Ranging from H1 to H6, size reduces. We are using H3 tag, and we are using H1 tag for adding the main name. You can see how the difference in the size of the element. The h3 element is smaller than the h1 element. Then we have a paragraph element for writing more data. Whenever you want to write this much amount of data into the website, then try to use paragraph tag. P means paragraph tag. Next we have a div element, that is social media icons. We have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn, which are linked. These all are box icons, and these all icons are called into this website using I tag, and these I tags are referred using by the box icon link we have attached. So this is like an external link. We are calling those icons into our website by using this I tag, which by specifying the class names we can refer the elements that we want. So we want Instagram, so we are using bx, bxl, Instagram, all. You can see in the image here. You can see Instagram image, Facebook, Twitter as well as LinkedIn elements. Then we have an anchor tag for button element to download our CV button. Next section we have professional container. This professional container is nothing but, you can see the web developer. Here the image, you can see the web developer. It is actually rotating continuously by showcasing other elements like software developer, Canva developer and video editor. So this all information we are rotating. You can see here div circle. By using this class name, we are gonna rotate the elements. You can see that. Let me show you this one second. Swiper, dark mode, scroll wheel. It is in the styles. By using the CSS, we will make it happen. Let me show you that. Dark mode, menu, home section, home content. Next we have, you can see home professional container, and by using, you can see here keyframes. By using keyframes, you will continuously rotate. So for 0 to 20%, it will be rotated to 0 degree, which is starting position. Then 25 to 45%, and you can see a 90 degree shift. That means in the let me show you in that image. First you have seen web developer, then after 25 to 40%, then it will move 90 degrees. Then you can see another one, that is software developer, then Canva developer and video developer. So we are all writing in one div, and we are using professional box as another div. By using this div, we are able to have that professional look to represent uh, your qualifications. You can represent your qualification, and you can also use for your experience that you have worked in particular domains. Then we have another div for home image, that is portfolio PNG. This is the image. Try to use your any professional image. If you are using it for professional portfolio, then definitely try to use your image with nicely image with straightforward. Don't try to use any selfies or any side view images. Then we can go to the about section. Let me show you the about section. This is the about section. Here we are using div element for adding the image tag, that is portfolio image. You can see here this portfolio image. Then we are having about content. We are dividing each section. You can see by using div element, if you divide it, then you can be able to understand them easily. So first one is about image. So we only indicating the image that we want to add, and the next one is the about content. In that content, we are having the heading tag. We are adding the paragraph tags to give information what I do, what education you have taken, which work you do. So these all information can be given in the paragraph tag by using p tag. Then we are having an anchor tag for giving read more button. You can see here, by clicking on it, you can be able to know more details about it. Then the next section is service section. In the service section, we have h2 for heading tag with my services. Let me show you the service section image. This is my service section image. You can see there are three elements. You can see three boxes. You can say by using div, you can see service container. I am dividing another three divs, 1, 2, and 3. Each service box has its own domain. First one is h3. By using h3 element, I am representing a domain web development. This is a heading tag, and by using the I tag, I am calling bx code alt. You can see this is the symbol on the web development above. This is a symbol I'm calling using this calling using box icons, and by using I tag. Then I have a paragraph element to write to for small description and anchor tag to read me button. You can see here. And next similar way we are adding two more, that is Canva design and video editor. You can see here both of them. Then you can see uh, let me explain you the CSS file also, so that it will be easy for you to understand. First section. Right, let's go from here from the header tag. So let me open the CSS file so that it will be easy for you to understand. I've done this before, but let me do it for you. First, we are importing the Google fonts. They are using Google APIs. Then we are adding the star indicates that for all the elements. This is the first basic thing that we default values you can say. Margin is 0, padding is 0, box sizing is border box, text decoration is none, border is none, outline is none, scroll behavior is smooth. Font family we are using Poppins, which is one of the most widely used family names. That is for text style, you can say. Whenever you want to repeatedly use any values, like we want to use the background color, text color, or main color, you want to use again and again in this website. So therefore we don't have to mention it again and again. So what we will do, first we will mention those elements in the root element by in such a format that we can be able to use those values by just using var element. You can see here background var of main color. So I am calling this main color, and here we have the main color, that is orange color, which is represented by using hexa code, that is hash F9624E. We are calling it here using var element. Then we have the dark mode. For the dark mode we use some colors which are represented here, background color, text color, and shadow color. Then HTML is the entire HTML page. We don't want any this overflow X represent that in the X direction. You can see in the X direction we don't want any overflow. If the size of any element increased and it moved out of page, you can see in the home section. Just think that I've this image I've used portfolio image is bigger and it is going out of the Windows element. Then it will be like it will move on other side, and we can see a scroll bar below, which we don't want to happen. So we will use overflow as overflow x equal to none, so that even if the overflow happens, then it will hide it and it will only show you the exact size that is available. Then body element, we have background color equal to text color we have used. Right now we are in the header section. Let me show you by using an image. It will be easy for you to understand. So you can see header section, we have placed these values in separate way. So let me tell you. So we are using position as fixed, and then we represent top is 0, left is 0. Then we are using width equal to 100%. So it will take the entire width of the website. Then we are using padding 2 rem and 7%. Then background is transparent. You can see it is taking the home page background. There is no separate color for the header element. Then we are using display as flex and align elements as center. Then by using HTML sticky, then logo, this background color is background color. Box shadow, you can see the box shadow here. Let me show you in another image. See this one. You can see here the box shadow, light shadow effect is there below the header. Below the header, you can see that shadow effect I am doing using here. You can see box shadow 0.1 rem, that is 0.1 rem and 1 rem, and I'm using calling the shadow color that I have used in the root element using var element. Then we have the logo button. This is the logo for which we are adding font size, color, font weight, and margin right. Then navbar elements, we are placing them relative. Font relative and absolute are one of the most important topics. Definitely try to know more about them. I will tell you. You can see uh, uh, you can see here this image, the portfolio image is hovering onto the background color that I've added, which is orange color. uh, this is done by using position as absolute. So whenever you keep position as absolute, you can hover onto the parent element. Here this orange cut shape background is the parent element. If you use position as relative, then this portfolio image will be placed here. Then we'll go to the next one, that is navbar. We have added navbar active. So whenever navbar active is there, you can see here, you can see an underscore below. That is whenever the navbar, whenever we hover onto it or whenever we click on that button, you can get this underline effect. That is done here by using navbar anchor tag is active. Then you'll get the main color. Then navbar active before, this is position absolute. Then we adding it's the navbar anchor tag after, before opacity. You can see the color changes. Then dark mode, this is for dark mode. I will tell you in the next section, or just let me show you the dark mode. The dark mode, the image. So in the dark mode, the icon is in font size is 2.4, color is white color, and cursor pointer. You can see in the dark mode, you can see it is in the white color, and you can see that whenever you hover on it, you can see an underline with white color. Then next we have icons, font size, color, display. We all know section minimum height 100 VH, and then we have padding. Then we can come to the home section. The home section, we want display, flex, align item center. You can see this. So this is the home section. These two elements we are aligning at the center. Then we have home content, maximum width is 45 M. And home content H3, we are using font size, font weight, and font bottom. Margin bottom is 5. You can see the margin bottom here under this gap. You can see this is the gap, that is margin bottom. And then we have home content, social media anchor tags. We want them to be in display, inline, flex. You can see all are aligned inline in a flex direction, is one after the another. And then we have background as transparent. Background is transparent, and you can see border, that is 2rem solid where that is orange color. You can see there's the background around the icon, that is orange color circular line. That is nothing but the border. Next we have box shadow. You can see the shadow effect, like it is a 3D icon placed on the white page. You can see that is nothing but the box shadow effect. Then we have font size, color, margin, as well as transition. So whenever you hover onto any particular button, you can see the icon will turn into white color and the background color will change into orange color. You can see that. Then we can go to the next one, that is button. Here we are using inline block. Then padding, background, border radius. You can see the border radius here also. The small curvature around the edges, that is nothing but the border radius. And here we are having border radius 0.610. It is very small. Then box shadow. You can see the shadow effect around it, around the button. Then we have letter spacing 0.110. Then we have transition, and border is 2rem solid transparent. So we have a border here, but we are using transparent, so we don't get such a way. For the icons, we are getting dark orange color as border, but for this one, we are getting we are unable to see the border because we are added transparent to it. So it becomes transparent to our eyes. Then transition effect. Then button hover. So whenever we hover onto the button, the color will change. The border color will become the main color. That is, you can see the download CV will get the orange color, and the border will get the white color. Next one we have professional container. you can see the position is absolute. That is, it will hover onto the main element. This is the main element, orange shape. Then we are using the position of tablet, so it is hovering onto the parent element. When we are at top 50%, right 0, that becomes, it becomes 1 towards this side, you can see. Then here transform as transfer y. So when, by using the keyframes, I told you, by using the keyframes, what we are doing is 0 to 20%, it will stay at the same way. Like right now it is there with web developer, so it will stay similar. So then when it is moves from 25 to 45%, then it will rotate 90 degrees. So it will move 90 degrees. You can see here there is Canva design. So as we move from 0 to 20%, 25 to 45%, in such a way it will rotate, continuously rotate in a cyclic way, and uh, it will display the professions that you are in. That is, I am right now in web development and as well as in photography, camera design. So you can see all of them displayed one after the other. And this is entirely infinite loop, so it will continuously rotate again and again and again. Because you can see here animation output is as an infinite form. Continuously rotate infinite times. Then we have the home profession box. You can see that the same elements we are adding is aligned in center, flex directions column. Uh, this is the transmission the same way that we have used. Next, uh, by using this profession nth child, we can, by using nth child element, we can uh, select the particular one. If there are like 3 4 elements are there, then we can select them by using the number, by using the index number starting from 1. Next we have alt tag, XP element. These are elements, you know, with the height, border radius, optional border radius, circle. When you have border radius of 50%, you can see it will look like entire perfect circle. When we have home image, which is position is observed, you can see it will hover onto the parent element, and we are placing it at right 40 pixel. In ponderance is none. So max width is 480 pixel and max height is 100 VH. That is vertical height. The vertical height is represented by VH. In span, then we have the about section. Then we go, let me show you the about section. So this is the about section. You can see the image and the data about content. So here I'm using display flex, justify content center, align item center, and gap is 4n. So the gap 4n is the distance between, you can see, the image and the about content. That is nothing but the gap as 4n. Then the elements are aligned at the center. You can see at the center they are aligned. Next, the image width is given as 40 VH, vertical width. Then we have heading, which is font size is 4.5 run, text aligned at center. You can see this data is aligned at the center. It's too element. If you know all this in text align left, then text align elements, you know, margin. And you can go to the service section. Services section, services section. You can see the heading tag will present available on the about image. So the tag is aligned at the center. By the way, you can see, you know, height is auto, padding bottom is rectangle, padding bottom, padding the below uh, be- below these sections, the padding is 20 pixel. Then next to element we have margin bottom as 5m. We show you in this section. Then we are in the services section, right? So you can see here we have the H2 element, this my services. So for the my service element, we are adding margin bottom as 5m. and that 5 rem is the gap between this. You can see the below is 5 rem space, then after only we are getting the P section, that is web development, Canva designer, video editor. Then we can go to next section is service container. Here we are using the service container, we are using display flex, align justify content center, align element center, flex wrap is wrap. So you can see all three elements are aligned at the center in the flex direction, that is in row direction, one after the another. By using this code, and the gap is 2 rem. So the gap is the space between. The space between is 2 rem. Next we have service box. Service box is nothing but each box has a div. You can see service container is a whole container for all three products or all three things that we do, and service box is for single element. So for the single element, the styles are given like this. Flex is 30 rem. The background color is you can see the background color. The background color is orange color. You can see at the top and bottom. Then we have padding as 3 rem, 2 rem, and 4 rem. It's nothing but we can specify padding values three ways. One is you can specify top and bottom and right and left value. You can specify top, bottom, right, left. You can specify top, bottom, right and left as single value. Then we have border radius as 2 rem. You can see the border, the curvature, the ends, the sharp ends are turned into a small circular way. That is nothing but the border radius. Then the text is aligned at the center. You can see all the data is aligned at the center of the box. Then we have border top, border bottom. Then transition. Transition is you can see. So whenever we hover onto the box shadow can be seen and transform scale is equal to 1.02. So whenever you can see the center box is actually whenever I hovered onto it, so it moved, it has expanded a little bit, and you can see a dark shadow effect around it, and the color of the heading tag change, that is Canva design color, has changed to orange. You can see that whenever you have hover onto that particular element, the service box element. And service box I tag is nothing but we have the I tag, the symbols that we used by using the box icons. Next, transition, color effects, all of these values, padding bottom, margin bottom. Next, we have the portfolio section. So let's go to the portfolio section. The portfolio section, we have the h2 tag for heading, and then we have the div element, that is portfolio container, that is whole container. I'll show you the portfolio image. So this is the portfolio. Here we are adding for each portfolio box, we are adding, first we have an image element. You can see the image element here. This is the image. Then we have a div element for portfolio layer, that is portfolio. Then we have small information about it, and we have a link. So this you can see. So whenever you can see here in this image. So whenever we hover on to any particular project, we will get the name that is specified here. You can see plants h4 element. You can see here plants, and the data that we added using paragraph tag, and we have an anchor tag with an box icon that is link external. You can see that image, the box icon. You can see this white circle color circle. This is talking about the box icon. So whenever we hover onto any particular project, you can see an orange glass morphism type image is displayed. Then so that we can be able to see the project as well as we can able to see the data that we have written below it, to let the user know what project it is, and to know small information by using the paragraph tag. And if you want to see that particular website, then by linking that website to this button anchor tag, then we can be able to move to the particular page. So using here I use hash, but you can mention the website link here. So whenever you click on it, you can move toward that particular box. So you can see that portfolio. Here you can see portfolio container. I'm using display as grid template, repeat 3 and 1 FR. That is in the grid we have three projects. Then we should go to the next line, that is 3 projects. So it will be mentioning as 3. That is the reason we are mentioning repeat 3. Then align item center, all items are aligned at the center and the gap is 2.5 rem. So the distance between each project is 2.5 rem. Then we have portfolio box, that is single box, which is related to display flex. Then border radius is 2 rem. You can see the border radius is 2 rem. You can see here the border radius is 2 rem. Then we have overflow as hidden, so any element if this moving out of the is bigger than the box size, then it is hidden. Then we have portfolio image with the transition. You can see here is the thing. So whenever you hover onto it, the because we are using Extras Absolute, so you will hover onto the image, that is portfolio, the plant image, and then it will showcase, that is background will become like linear gradient, that is orange color. You can see the orange effect, glass morphism type effect, you can see. Then we have color, that is white color for the text, and display flex, where all data is aligned at the center. The flex direction is column, so all data is in the column format, plans, then paragraph element, then the link tag. So all are aligned in the column way by using this flex direction as column. All the data is aligned at the center using text element center. Then we have opacity 0, transition is 0.5 second. This 0.5 second is nothing but, so whenever you hover onto any particular project, you will take 0.5 seconds to showcase this image. Like you can see a plant and some data, then link, which will be shown in 0.5 seconds in a smooth way. Easy, there are like easy, ease in and out, ease out. Then whenever we hover onto the box, you can see that opacity will become 1. So opacity 0 means it will be in hidden format. So whenever you hover onto this particular project, then opacity will become 1 and you can see this effect. Here you know these values, display line. Next we have next section. These are copied. So next section we have the testimonial section. I have taken the testimonial image. So in the testimonial section we have like an overall wrapper. Then we are using the Swiper JavaScript library for this. Video will play. Time. Let it be. Let me explain the view itself. So we are using testimonial wrapper. We are using Swiper JavaScript library for this. So first what I will do is that first I will add the Swiper wrapper here. This is the main div. Then we have the Swiper slide. So how many slides you want to add, that many slides you will add. You can see this is the first slide. This is test 1, and then we have Swiper slide. This is test 2. We have another Swiper slide. This is test 3. So one after the another, you will get those testimonials moving one. It will be moving one after the another. You can see this testimonial section in the website. I will play this after this also, so you can know how the Swiper JavaScript library will work. Then we have Swiper button next, Swiper button preview, and Swiper pagination. These buttons will help you to move from one test to another test. That is, you can see these are the images of the use for the testimonial section. And you can see the code for here. The testimonial container is display flex. All items are aligned at the center. Then you have flex direction as column. So one after the another, you can see the testimonials, and the width is 100%. Width is 100%. Then you have testimonial wrapper, which is relative. Max width is in 90 m. Width is 100%. Padding is 5 m. Then we have testimonial wrapper, testimonial box. So this testimonial box is nothing but the first. You can see the testimonial box. This is the main div that contains all these elements. Then we can see testimonial slide. the image. For the image, we are adding width is equal to 14 rem, height is equal to 14 rem. Then we have object is cover, and border is 50%. That is, we will get in a supplier border. Then testimonial slide H3 element. For the H3 element, we are adding some style, that is nothing but font size and margin. For paragraph element, the text align is at the center, and font size is at 1.4. Then we have preview and next button. So when the color is main color is added to the both buttons, and they are placed one opposite to each other, and you can say one after the another. Next we have the contact. Let me show you the contact page. So this is the contact page. In the contact section, you can see we have the heading tag using H2 element, and we have form input. For input, we are using type function. Definitely try to use type attribute. Here I am mentioning type is text for full name, and type is email for email address. So you can see in the styles also. First contact and H2 element is margin bottom is 3 rem. That is for the heading. Below this heading, we have a space of 2 rem. Then for contact fan, we have maximum width is 70 rem, margin and text align is center, margin bottom is 3 rem. So similar way to the heading section, we are also adding 3 rem of space below the form element. Then we have for input box, the display is flex, display contact space between text of is wrap. You can see these are aligned in the flex format, one after the another, and the space they are aligned with the center of the page. Next, we have input box, input element, and text area. The width is 100%, padding is 1.5 rem, and padding you can see here also padding. You can see the full 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 name is there. No? So the space is nothing but the padding. We are adding a padding to this particular input area, that is 1.5 rem. Next, we have input for width is 49% for input. Text area resize is none. It doesn't. So resize means that if you continue to enter any message into your message box, it doesn't expand below, but it will continue in the same box itself. So that it will look. It doesn't look like it is taking more space. Then the button element, we have margin top is 2 rem. That is the gap. You can see the gap is 2 rem, and it has cursor pointer. You can see the pointer at the here also. So first, when I hover onto any particular section, then you can see the pointer. Next, we are in the footer section. Footer section, we only have paragraph tag to mention the copyright, alright users method, and then we have an icon, that is home symbol. Home icon, it's the arrow icon to move back to the home section. So whenever we click on this button, you will come back to the home section of this website. Styles, paragraph, you can see the justify contains space between. So one element is placed at one end and another element is placed at another end. Because there are only two elements, that is paragraph tag is placed at one end and the footer this anchor tag is placed on the another end. Yes, the space is aligned with the between them, space between. So next we have font size and colors given to the paragraph element, and for the anchor tag we are using contented center. Align items are at the center. Then we are adding padding, background border radius, transition effect. Then whenever you hover onto it, you can see the outline color will change to white color, and italic color will change. That is color equal to as read through. This is nothing but dark black color. Then we have breakpoint points, which are nothing but responsive website designs that we use. Max width is 1200, means that it is the desktop size, and for this we are using font size as 55%. So overall HTML means the overall HTML section, all font sizes will be reduced to 55% only. So 55% means if you mention 2.5 as rem, 2.5 rem, then it will become 50%, that is 1.2 rem, 1.3 rem, it will come nearly to that. Then home section, these are in the desktop version. Then if you go down to each section we have added, that is 100 pixel. Then for 1025 this is also desktop version only. 991 this is tab version. The elements will move. You can see all these values are already placed above, but they will change this. They will be reduced small width. The width is reduced to small. That is first it was there in like max width is 70 rem, but now it is 50 rem only. So as the size of the particular device reduces, we want to reduce those values so that it looks professional way, doesn't override the website. So we use this responsive media query in the CSS file, in the CSS section, so that we can be able to convert the entire website and change those values so that it can be smoothly available in mobile tab as well as in the desktop versions. You can see the nav bar is hidden right now. This is the mobile view. It is 768 pixel. You can see the nav bar is positioned as absolute. We have reduced the size and we have placed displacement. So in the mobile version, so the mobile version is small. So in the mobile version, we cannot have this entire. You can see we cannot have this much space so that we can be able to showcase all the nav bar. So what we will do is that we will create an extra space, that is the entire navbar is centered in the column way, and because it is because we only want the entire navbar to be displayed when we click on that button, the nav element I've shown you before also. I'll show you this. The first section you can see menu icon in the home section. This icon will be only visible in the mobile version. So whenever we click on this button, the entire navbar will display, will showcase display which function is actually done here. You can see in the menu icon. We have the menu icon is, so we are creating menu icon in the JavaScript by query selector, that is menu icon. Here we are referring to this particular icon. You can see ID is given as menu icon. So we are referring this icon here and giving it a name, that is menu icon. So whenever we click on the menu icon on click function, so the menu icon that classes dot toggle dx. So this dx will get into activate section and you can see the entire navbar display on the home page of the mobile device. So that functionality is given here. Then header nav. This is a scroll reveal function. I'll tell you once. Let me complete this style. Then we have navbar A for display block. These all values are same. Colors are changed. Then there is only small changes are that the values are reduced because we want to make them look perfect for the mobile version also. So small values are changed. That's all. Position, its scope, the index, and overlay. These all are for lesser mobile versions also. We can see for iPhone mini also we can use this. Like this 365 pixel for match. So for that also we can use for iPhone mini version also. Next we have the script.js. This is nothing but the scroll function that we have used. The scroll is nothing but whenever you move from one section to another section, like I am moving from home section to about section, you can see a smooth transition of images. That is, this image will come from left side and this about data will come from right side, and you can see a small animation effect. So that effect is done by using JavaScript here, by using a scroll swiper JavaScript library. So for that we are using this JavaScript code. Here what I'm using, I'm calibrating every section. So I'm specifying only section because I'm selecting all means all sections will be selected and those sections are placed here. This is nothing but referring to those sections. And what I'm doing is that, so when Windows on scroll, so whenever we are scrolling in the Windows, like I'm scrolling right now. So in similar way, whenever you scroll, so it will for each section, whatever the section is, it is presently right now it is in, it will get an attribute that is nothing but you will get an attribute called ID, and for that ID, it is in top section. Then it will add active buttons, and you can see this. it's hard to explain, but when you scroll, mm, like I'm scrolling right now, you can see the animation effects are taking place. Then how the JavaScript code knows means it will take all the section elements. So that is the reason we are mentioning as section. Then we have sticky navbar, which is nothing but the nav element. You can see this one second. This entire navbar it will stay fixed at the top. So whenever you move from one section to another section, you can still have that navbar. So it will be attached to the top. That code is done here. Simple class.power sticky Windows scroll 100%. Then we have the remove menu icon navbar when click navbar remove. So this is nothing but whenever, so just say that, so you are in this section and you clicked onto this home button. Then you want to be moved to the home section, and when you click onto the about button, you want to move into the about section. In similar way, in the mobile version, what it is happening is that, so whenever you click on any particular link, like in the home button I click, then automatically you want the menu icon, which is the entire nav dashboard, to be uh, it should close automatically and move to that particular section. That functionality is added here. Next we have swiper. So my swiper slides preview. Each slide will preview for one slide after another. The space is 50. Then we have a loop, that is true, and then we have pagination, that is swiper pagination. I've shown before. The swiper button next and swiper button preview. These two buttons are for to move from one section to another section. When you have seen this in the testimonial section. This is for testimonial section. Then we have the dark mode. The dark mode icon I've shown you also in the section. Show you the home section. You have this moon icon. This is nothing but to shift from light mode to dark mode. And in the dark mode, you can see it will show as a sun icon. So whenever you click on the sun icon, you will be brought back to the light mode, and you can see the moon icon. Then we have scroll reveal. That is one as we move from one section to another section, in a similar way like I'm doing. So it will scroll elements like, first it will show the home content and heading. Origin is from top. So first it will do is that the home content as well as the home bar will come from top side. That is, it will move from, it will be what you say, slower animation. The entire data will come from top to bottom side. Next we have the same goes for home image icon services contain a portfolio box testimonial wrapper content from the origin is from bottom, that is from bottom it will move towards upside. This is how you use the scroll reveal to add, and the origin is nothing but the place from which you want the data to be visible. Because with this data I want it to be visible from left to the right, then I have to add origin as left. So from origin as left, so that we move from left to right side. This is the entire script. When you scroll reveal, there's nothing but a swiper JavaScript library. The entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone. Today we are going to make this professional portfolio website. Here is the home section, and here we have integrated social media icons like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, as well as LinkedIn, and we have attached a button with to download your CV, and we have a rotating what you can say is that the fields that you are interested in, that fields that you can work in. Like mine, I've added web development, software developer, and Canva designer, which is actually made using CSS. So this entire portfolio is designed using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And from the home section, in the about this is the about section. you can have your picture and button. Then in next section is services section, where I have mentioned three major things that I'm working on. One is web development, one is Canva design, and video editing. So you can add the services that you are providing. Next we have latest projects. So I've used this uh, hover effect on these projects with a demo. Using this button you can go to that website. It will it will be very professional look. It will give very professional look to your portfolio website. Then we have testimonial is very important in your portfolio, because it displays how you have worked previously with the other clients. So it is very important to have portfolio your testimonial section in your portfolio by using swiper bundle JavaScript library. I have made this testimonial. Next you have your contact form. In contact, most of the people that is the form, that is HTML form, most of people don't use the type function. You have to use the type function. Type function is very important because it will help you make the people who are want to contact you, it will be very easy for them whenever the email may be wrong. Because when you have the types are like email, date. While selecting date or time, it is very easy for them. So definitely try to use type functions or type attributes in the form section. Then it is an up arrow, we can go directly to the front page. Then I have also added dark mode to it, so it is light and dark mode both, so that you can it will be like more professional look to your portfolio. And make sure that whenever you are trying to add night and day and night mode, definitely try to use very bright colors in your portfolio, so that it can be visible, because in the dark mode you have to make everything, most of the data will be in dark background. So you try to use high colors, like I have used here dark orange, red orange color. And as I said before, it is responsive, totally responsive. That is, it can be open in the Windows, that is desktop mode. It is also available in, it is also available in mobile version as well as in tab version, so that it can be accessed in every, in lot of you can say that in every mobile devices also. And here we are, this is the Chrome extension. Actually we can debug. Most of the developers use it for debugging if there is any errors are available. You can make justify here. We can make I will show you the mobile version now. So this is the mobile version. uh, you can see we have added a side navigation bar here, home section, then about section, then services, portfolio section. So similar the why we should make our portfolio responsive means, the reason is that there may be chances that if you have attended for a job, most of the time the interviewer may not be like having his laptop all the ways on, right? There may be chance that he may open it in his laptop, or he may just say, just show me, or just tell me, I will just open my mobile phone. So it is a better practice to always have your portfolio in a responsive way, so that it can be accessed in any device. That is, it can be mobile or it can be in desktop, and it will be a very good impression on the recruiter that okay, he's also practicing different, because every company wants to have their website available in different mobile. It also want to be accessible in mobile, it also wants to be accessible in desktop. So it is very important that try to make your any website that you are building, it may be your project, your final project or anything, definitely try to make it responsive. And you have already known night and dark mode. So it is mobile view, and this is the tab view. tab view is mostly similar to the desktop view. So entire this project is made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and I have used Viper library, JavaScript library. Uh, so it is very beginner friendly also. You can make it is very easy to code. So definitely try to make this project, and I've provided the link in the description for the source code. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone. Today we are going to make this professional personal portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code link is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. So here we are at the home page of the portfolio. I've added my name, the designation, the contact button and integration of social media icons like LinkedIn, YouTube and GitHub. You can have your uh, photo here. Then we have skills section where I've mentioned the percentage of uh, proficiency that I am good at that particular skill, like HTML5 which is 95 percentage, CSS3, JavaScript and React.js. Then we are at our portfolio section, that is that the projects that we have worked recently. Here I have luxury car rental website, movies website, another portfolio, e-commerce website, travel website and another movies website. And about section to know more about to express more about yourself, that what education you have took and about your experience you can mention here. And your contact, basic contact details like name, email and message. And footer, I've always told you to have your websites to be more responsive, that is it should be able to be accessed in both desktop as well as in mobile view as well. So let's try it with the now we are in Chrome. This is a feature which is most developers use to debug and also see how respond how, how the website is responsive in different devices. Like here right now we are in desktop mode, which you can see. Then now we try to go for the mobile view. Here we are. This is the mobile view of the personal portfolio website. This is the home section, your skills, then the portfolio, that is your latest projects, and about section and contact. And here we have the menu bar, that is home, skills, then portfolio, then about and your contact section. It is very good for developers to always try to make their websites responsive in mobile, tab and desktop. So now let's try to view the website in tab mode. Here we are. This is the tab version of the portfolio. The reason to make the websites responsive is because it can be if it is accessible in different devices, then it will be like able. Most people don't use their laptops all the time. They use mobile phones most of the time. Some people use tabs more. So it is best to have your portfolio in different uh, uh, responsives so that it can be accessed anywhere in any device. So the source code for this portfolio is available in the description with the live preview link, and It is basic HTML, CSS and JavaScript. It is easy to understand, and if you like the content, please do share and subscribe. Hello everyone, today we are going to build this portfolio website. So now I'm gonna explain you line by line code. Right now we are in the index.html file. You can see the doc type HTML, the language is English. Then header tag, we have the meta tags for SEO. Then we have linked our style sheet. The style sheet is available here. We have linked the style sheet to our index file. Then we have linked box icons. You can find this link in the Chrome. Search box icon, and in the usage you can find this link. Copy paste here. This link will give access to the box icon server. Next we have the title, that is portfolio. Then and the body section, this is the section where we write the main code. The header function, we have given the class iHeader. And then nav bar we have given heading, first nav logo heading, that is Abhiram, which is done by anchor tag. This is an A means anchor tag. Div, these are sections. Dividing each section is a very good thing. You should definitely try to divide aspects so that it will be easy for you to add CSS files. So here we have divided the name, the starting title name, then the nav menu, then we are having toggle, which will be in the mobile version. This toggle will be there. We are using box icon, menu icon will be used, so that in the mobile version we won't be able to see the entire nav bar until we click on that menu bar. So we just have to click on that menu, then automatically the nav bar, the entire nav bar will be displayed, and then we can choose whichever section we want to go. Then we have to click on that. So here we are using unordered list for the nav list, then list item, and we are adding another box icon, which is home icon. Here we are adding anchor tag and with an reference. This href reference is used for moving from one section to another section. So when we have href as hash home. So if you see, if you go below, here you can see home section, and here I've added id home. So this id is actually getting referred here. Hash means it's an id. So here we are referring this section. So whenever you click on this anchor tag as home, then you will automatically redirected to this home section available here. So in the menu, next we have the skills, portfolio, about and contact sections. Here we are using list items and anchor tags. And next div is for toggle, that is this toggle is actually used in the mobile version, because we cannot display the entire navbar in the header. So we will display it by using a small box icon. Then whenever we click on that box icon, we'll get the entire list top down. Then we are in the main section, that is this is the main body of the section for the website. The first section is the home section, and here we are having the div, that is for the data, home data section. H1 we are giving as class as home title. Here we have the name and the whatever the person is doing. I am a web designer, so I have mentioned web designer. Then we have an anchor tag to contact. This is actually a button. We have added a class button. Then another div is the social media icons we want to showcase. So here we have LinkedIn, YouTube and GitHub. LinkedIn and GitHub. Then we have the next div is home image. Here we are directly using the path from the Google Chrome. This is actually you can say it in the website, I have shown you that the profile picture is on an masked form. So that mask is generated by using this entire code which I have copied from Chrome. It is an SVG file, and I'm adding my image, that is my profile image, over here using the image tag. So this image will be hover onto that mask, so it gives a look. Then we have skills section. In the skills section, you can see here we have the heading skill using h2. Then we are going into the div function. In the div we have skills, professional skills, and paragraph tag to mention that I have gained experience in HTML, CSS and JavaScript. This is the data that we want to display. Then we want to display the skills that we are good at using a progressive bar. That is how much percentage of proficiency I have in that particular form. So here I have HTML5 using a spanner mentioned here, and then I am using another div which mentions the total percentage of proficiency that I have, that which is 95%. Then a similar way, I have like CSS3, and which I am giving as 85%. If you see closely, we have skills name and skills CSS, then skills percentage. These three classes are very important, because by using these class names we are going to implement the percentage in the JavaScript. The JavaScript will implement them. So uh, uh, then just one second. So we gonna we gonna by using these class names we will be representing that percentage, 85% using the styles. I will show you, just one second. The styles will where, here you can see the skills container data. Then we have the skills HTML width is equal to 95%. So by using CSS we are going to implement this, not JavaScript. Then after the skills section we are adding an image, that is work image, to the skills section using the image tag. Then we have the portfolio section, which is actually the recent work that you have done. So here also I'm using a div under section. Then I'm using anchor tag and image tags. The reason to add an anchor tag is that whenever you click on it, you can even refer, you can add the project link over here in the href section, and automatically whenever you click on that you will be moved to that page. So it is very good to have anchor tag combined with an image tag. So I've mentioned few here. Then in the about section, we have two divs. One is about image section. About image section, let me show you about image. This is the about image. Then we have another section is the text, that is data. So always try to have your image in one div and your information in one div. So here I am using a secondary div for information. Here I am using h2 for name, paragraph tag to give information about what I've done, what experiences I've gained, and a anchor tag to have a small button to know more about me. Then we have the contact section. Here we have contact container, it is a class name. And then we are using form. In form I always tell you to use the type. Definitely try to mention type. Here I'm mentioning text. Here next type is mail. So text area is whenever you want to give lot of space. For example, you want to let the user message you like in a paragraph or in such a way. So you can use this text area, it gives more space. Here I'm taken 10 rows of space. It will be like 10 rows space will be given. You can see that the box will be different than the input boxes. Then we have input type button. So automatically the button it will be in the button shape. Then whenever the value is submitted, it will be submitted to the form. Next, in the footer section we have another div where we are having the social media icons, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. then paragraph icon to mention the copyright. So if the date hash 169 is it is a code to mention copyright symbol. It is a C inside a circle. This is the copyright symbol. You can integrate it by using this code. Then I have integrated script, that is scroll reveal, which is actually a JavaScript library which I have used for the animation in the website. And another script is the main script that I have attached to the HTML section. And then let's go to the styles in the style.css file. So I will explain you most of the things. First, I am importing the Google Fonts by using this link URL, so that automatically it will be imported. Then we have the root. Root means that whenever you want to reuse any particular value, you can use root, so you don't have to mention again and again, and it will be very easy for you to change those values. If you change those values in the root section itself, then whenever you use that values, if I here you can see header height, which is 3rem I have mentioned. So if I use that header height value in somewhere else also, if I change here to 4rem, then automatically wherever I have used in multiple locations will be changed. So try to use root whenever you want to reuse most of the time. Here I've used first color, second color, because I want to use colors most in more than one places. So I'm mentioning it one place, and I'm using just the names here. This by using var is a condition, or you can say function. By var first color, you can be able to get this value of color over at any point of the code that you want to use. Then we have the fonts. Body font I am using is Poppins. Then there you can see big font size, H2 font size. Here I'm taking some small font sizes, so that don't try to make your don't try to use very high valued font sizes. Try to use minimal, so that it doesn't look like too much weight on your website. Then we are using margins and index, z index. uh, and at the date media screen is actually used for whenever we want to make any websites responsive, and at such times we use a media screen. And we at minimum width of 960, we want these root elements to change. So whatever the root elements I am mentioning here, I am mentioning big font size, h2 font size, normal font size, smaller font size, I am changing. If you see here, big font size is 2rem in the normal one, and in this minimum with 968 it is 3.5. So whenever you want to change the values at the particular screen size, you can mention at the date media screen. It is actually a responsive ways to change your website, so you can change those values. Then these are the base values, like box sizing, border box. Then HTML scroll behavior smooth is to let whenever we scroll, it will be smoothly moving from one page to another page. Next, body is the entire page, entire structure of the body. Here we are having margin, font family, font size, color. Here as you see, var, header height. So this is how you will import root values into whatever section of code that you want to use. So var is important. By using var, we will import. And h2, h1, h3 margin is 0. These are like base values, are starting values that I want to give to all the things that I've used. Mostly we use h1 h tags, p tags, anchor tags, and images. If there are like lot of images are there, then you can first simply mention the max width is 100%, height is auto, displays block. So whenever the images are there, this is the first default the formation will be taking place by using these values. Then we have to change those values by giving any class name to that particular image, and we can change to the required height. Then we have section title. This is the title heading, position relative, font size, color, margin top, margin bottom. Text align center means the entire text will be aligned at the center. Then after and before are the most important things that you need to learn. They are a little bit confusing, but it will be a good thing to learn. Next, section we have padding top, padding bottom. This uh, padding is the innermost area of an object. So you can, whenever you change the padding values, the size of the image reduces, and margin is the middlemost border value. As you increase the border uh, margin, it will change, and border is the outermost border value. So it is out, whenever you change the border, it will automatically move. Padding bottom, padding top. Then we have max width whenever the layout is at 1024, that is the maximum width that the website that we want. If it goes out of that width, then automatically these values won't apply to them, like display grid won't apply to that. Next we have position fixed. Top left, these values are used to move any if you take a card, small menu card, if you take, there is an image in the center and you have small description, then you at that bottom right, you want to have an add to cart button, which is actually an image. So by using this top, left, right and bottom, you can move the image whichever location that you want by placing first position fixed, then top. You have to change them by using values, where varying the top left values you can move. Then navbar, the height, and you can say display flex is used so that whenever you want to align all the items in one row or one column, you can use display flex. By using justify content, you can add space between, space evenly. So the space will be added between each element and its space between. And if the entire space is taken and evenly the items are placed, that is space evenly. And align item center, all the items will be aligned at the center. This is the media screen for 767 minimum width. We are changing the menu uh, height towards right, that is entirely moving it outside of the website. So whenever we click on the button, then automatically the website will come back to the normal website front page, and it will be displayed. So here we are using that. Next, nav item, these all are and yes, whenever you are using classes, you need to have dot in front of this class name, and if you're using IDs, then you should have a hashtag in front of them. Then active menu, top background color. Here you can see I've also used var again. So to reuse any values, you can make them, you can give those values in the root element, and by using the var you can import them. So it is one of the very flexible ways to have it. And flex direction column, if you can see display flex has one more condition, that is flex direction. If you want them in the column version, you can mention column. If you want them in the row version, you can have to mention in the row. So then automatically the data will be moved in the row way. Then we have buttons position. First, definitely try to learn about position relative, absolute. So relative, what is the difference between position relative and position absolute? Means whenever the position is relative, if you see, this is the code, skill data is a, just think that it's an image. Whenever you have position relative, the image will be beside it or before it, it will be there. So whenever the position is absolute, the next skill icon will be placed upon the skill data, that is it will hover onto skill data, that is position absolute. So that is used whenever just before I told you the menu card icon. So whenever you want to implement something over another, like I wanted to implant uh, add to cart button over the card menu, so I am gonna use position absolute to the card menu, then automatically it will be moved upon to the card. So next we have align items. These all Z index is like, if you want to there are like two images which are overlapping. Just think that is the both images are overlapping one on another, and you want to display the second image first, then after the first image should be below. Then you can mention by using z index. So whatever the z index is highest will be displayed above, and with the lowest z index will be displayed below. It is nothing but the z direction. You can say z direction is upward direction towards the sky. The skills width is the one that I've told you before, how much percentage that your good proficiency at. Then we have work, overflow hidden. So whenever the image goes out of the length, the specified length, or the text is going out of specified length, then we can have overflow hidden. So whatever the portion is going out of that specified measured value, then automatically it will be disappeared, will be removed. Transition, transform, or like whenever you want to have animation towards the website, towards any particular icon, or towards any particular image, you can use transform and transition. Transform is like scale means, if you see, if you have an image, here you have added transform scale to it. So whenever you hover onto it, the scale will expand more than the size that is actually it is normally it is present. So if you provide the scale value less than 1, then it will compress itself into become smaller than the normal size it is available. So the transition time, or the transition it is taking, the 1 second or 2 second it is taken, is mentioned using transition. Or you can also use transition delay, which is also available. Then we have the about section. You know all this. Justify self is the center. There is like justify content, justify self. Justify self means itself, only one image or one tag, one h2 element is there, then we use justify self. If there are like lot of content in it at once, we want to change. If think that a div containing h2 image and as well as one button tag, then by using justify content, for which we have to use the flex also. Flex you can use, grid also you can use. Then by using justify content we can make it center. Justify self single, justify content all, like two three elements are combined together. Then we have the contact, all of them. Border, cursor pointer is whenever you can see. So as soon as I move from here to the image, you can see the pointer, that is pointer, cursor pointer, so it will convert into cursor. Then uh, footer title, margins, all of them. So here we are in the media queries. Media queries are basically for making the website responsive in all widths of the website. So this minimum max width 320, it's actually for mobile version. uh, Media query is the way that this is how you mention the responsive, changing the responsive values for particular uh, screen size. Max 320 or minimum 578. These two are for mobile versions. Some mobiles will be smaller version, 3 will be like 320. Then above that version is 376 will be this. uh, Next we have flex direction is row, align self, flex, and then grid template columns is like this grid structure is used whenever like you have like, you can use flex also if you want, but grid is mostly used whenever you want to align images, or like you want to have cards that are like in a restaurant website, or you can see in the movies website, you have like a lot of cards are available. Then you can use grid element, and you can, by using the grid, you can mention how many cards that you want to display in a row, how many you want to display in a column. So by using the repeat function 1fr, here we are having 2 rows and 1 fr. Then next we have grid template columns, all of them. So before I told you justify self, justify content, justify items. Items means the similar way. You can say 3 4 items are available at one place, and you want to make them all at the center of it. You can use justify items. Next minimum width 768. This is also for mobile. Mobile as or you can say tab. Then is all I've told you before only. So this 998 is desktop, you can say. Next we go to the script section. The first one is menu show. So as we move from desktop version to mobile version, I've told you that we'll get a box icon in place of the navbar section. The entire navbar section will disappear and we'll get small box icon, bx menu icon, as I mentioned here, nav toggle, you can see. So now I'm going to display it. So first what I'm doing is that I am creating a constant as show menu constant, where I'm using toggle ID and nav ID. So get toggle, get element by ID, that is toggle ID. Then nav equal to document.get element by ID, nav ID. So you can have them over here. Then here I'm mentioning that toggle.add event listener, click. Here you can see show menu, nav toggle, comma nav menu. So here I show you nav toggle is here. This one is the nav toggle, and nav menu is this one. Here you can see this entire menu bar is given a class of nav menu. So whenever we click on that nav menu button, that is button, automatically the nav bar will be showcased. That will be adding a class list toggle show. So whenever we add the class list, that is whenever we add the class show, automatically the nav bar will be displayed, and whenever automatically will close also. Then we have remove menu mobile. So whenever we want to remove menu bar, then see, you can see that. So whenever we click on the nav link, we remove the show menu class. That is, you can say, I will show you here. So right now you are in the skills section and you clicked onto the skills on the button, then automatically the entire nav bar will close and you will be moved to the skills section. So that function is indicated here, that is function is made here. So nav menu does class is just remove, so we'll remove the show, then automatically, because in the first place we are adding the show to display the nav bar, then the second time whenever we are clicking on a nav link, the nav link is like here I mentioned here class nav link. So whenever we are clicking on any of those buttons like home, skills, portfolio, about a content, then automatically it will move to that particular section and the show class will be removed from the nav bar. Then the nav bar will be disappear. Next, scroll sections active link. So when in the website I've shown you that whenever we are moving from one section to another section by scrolling, you can see that the color on the nav items, that is, I will show you the nav links, that is home, skills and portfolio, the color of these words are changing automatically. So that function is created over here. So by checking the ID, first we'll get the attribute ID. So by getting the IDs of this particular skills, that is home ID is the skills, portfolio, about, content, these are all IDs. So whenever we will match those ID values, and if we are in that particular section, then it will add this active link class. Whenever we add active link class, automatically we will get the color as orange color. So which is actually a class list dot remove means we are removing the class that is added, which is active link. So then automatically the color will change and it will go to the next section. Then we have scroll reveal animation, that is origin is top, distance 60 pixel, duration 2000, delay 200. This is actually for scroll rate. So whenever you refresh the website, the can see here scroll reveal, home data, about image, skills, subtitle, skills, text. So home data will come from top. First from top to bottom it will come display, and it will take for like 2 seconds of duration to come. So like this we are adding like home image, about subtitle, about text, so delay of 400. So after particular delay we are showcasing those particular websites. So this is how we add scroll reveal to the particular sections by using the class names that are available, like home data. This is actually class name which is available here. You can see home data. So the home data will first pop down from top to bottom, because you have mentioned here origin from top. So from top it will come bottom side with a distance of 60 pixel each, then duration of 2 seconds. For this is how you add the scroll reveal. Then you can see the images. So this is the home image. You can see this one, this bar will move as we move from one section to another section, that I've shown you before. And then this is a portfolio section. These are the skills section. You can see in the skills section the percentage, the orange percentage is mentioned here. You can see this percentage we are generating using the styles function. Styles, that is CSS. So here we are at the home page of the portfolio. I've added my name, the designation, the contact button, and integration of social media icons like LinkedIn, YouTube, and GitHub. You can have your uh, photo here. Then we have skills section, where I've mentioned the percentage of uh, proficiency that I am good at that particular skill, like HTML5, which is 95 percentage, CSS3, JavaScript, and React.js. Then we are at our portfolio section, that is that the projects that we have worked recently. Here I have luxury car rental website, movies website, another portfolio, e-commerce website, travel website, and another movies website. And about section, to know more about you, to express more about yourself, that what education you have took, and about your experience you can mention here. And your contact, basic contact details like name, email, and message. And footer, I've always told you to have your websites to be more responsive. That is, it should be able to be accessed in both desktop as well as in mobile view as well. So let's try it. Go with the Now we are in Chrome. This is a feature which is most developers use to debug and also see how respond how, how the website is responsive in different devices. Like here right now we are in desktop mode, which you can see. Then now we try to go for the mobile view. Here we are. This is the mobile view of the personal portfolio website. This is the home section, your skills, then the portfolio, that is your latest projects, and about section, and contact. And here we have the menu bar, that is home, skills, then portfolio, then about, and your contact section. It is very good for developers to always try to make their websites responsive in mobile, tab, and desktop. So now let's try to view the website in tab mode. Here we are. This is the tab version of the portfolio. The reason to make the websites responsive is because it can be if it is accessible in different devices, then it will be like able. Most people don't use their laptops all the time. They use mobile phones most of the time. Some people use tabs more. So it is best to have your portfolio in different uh, uh, responsives, so that it can be accessed anywhere in any device. So the source code for this portfolio is available in the description with the live preview link, and it is basic HTML, CSS and JavaScript. It is easy to understand, and if you like the content, please do share and subscribe. Thank you.